As part of my morning routine, I now drink green tea every day. I like to think how I brew and drink tea might be a little unique, so I thought I would share it. But first, why do I drink so much of it? Well, it's a 0-calorie drink, so I won't gain weight off it. I enjoy the taste. It helps break up the monotony of just drinking water. It gives me a little bit of caffeine to kick off a day, although having been a heavy coffee drinker and energy drink user, I really don't notice it. Also, since green tea is lower in caffeine, it's a lot easier to drink with dinner, so it doesn't disturb my sleep. I don't think it makes my breath smell as bad as coffee or black tea does. And there are all these stated health benefits about it, like cancer preventive properties, but I don't really put much credence in that. I'm just happy that it's something I enjoy which doesn't cause any negative side effects, except maybe staining my teeth a little. So now I'll do a before and after for each part of my tea routine to show you how it's evolved over time. When it comes to heating up water, I used to boil water on the stove in either a pot or a tea kettle. But nowadays I used an electric kettle with variable temperature settings. I've settled on just using temperatures between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 65 to 70 Celsius. The lower temperature prevents the tea from developing a bitter taste and also lets me drink the tea as soon as it's ready. When it comes to tea leaves, I used to just use whatever tea bag I could find. But now I exclusively use loose leaf tea, and I place it in a tea strainer. You get a better flavor with larger leaves, and you have more room for the tea leaf to expand when it's in the strainer than when it's in a tea bag. I used to brew tea in whatever cup I was going to drink it out of. I'd wait about 3 to 5 minutes for the tea in the bag to brew, then I would dump the tea bag. Now I brew my tea in a thermos, usually for about 90 seconds, but I'll vary it up to 3 minutes sometimes. The one drawback to using a thermos is that if I don't drink the tea within a couple of hours, it eventually develops a more bitter taste, like it's continuing to brew even in the absence of tea leaves. But the lower temperature I use in my brew does help keep it from overbrewing too quickly while it's in the thermos. Something else I used to do was wait 10 to 15 minutes for the boiling water to cool down enough before I could drink it. But now I don't have to wait, as my brewing temperature is low enough to not burn my mouth. Finally, I drink tea slowly, so by the time I used to be almost finished with my cup, the tea would already be room temperature. Now what I do is I portion out my tea into a traditional Chinese GAIWAN, which is like a little saucer bowl. This lets me only drink a small portion at a time, so the rest of the tea stays warm in the thermos. My suggestion is to play around with your tea. Experiment with different temperatures, tea leaf amounts, brew times. Find what you like, and maybe you'll change how you make and drink tea yourself.